Carlos, first of all, what happened with Soto and what's the level of concern right now?
Back locked up there. So he's day to day. We'll see where we at. He got treatment during the game, but he got to a point there. You could tell if something was off. He was making some faces there, and obviously I checked with him, and he got to a point where it's like he was bothering him to throw and then to just get his A swing on it. So at that point, I thought it was just best to get it out of the game, have the trainers look at him, and again, as of right now, he's day to day. We'll see where we are tomorrow.
Before the game today, you talked about Kodai needing to attack in the zone with the fastball, and he did that so effectively in the first inning. Why do you think he changed course after that, and obviously led to the outcome?
That's the frustrating part. He goes out there the first inning, and that's the guy that you hope he's capable of doing that. He's throwing 98, 99, using the four-seam fastball and just blowing it by people. And then the second inning, he gets away from it. And that's kind of like, we're in the dugout kind of asking ourselves, like, what's going on here? It's hard to explain. It happens so quick that, it's just frustrating.
At this point, I mean, I understand you guys keep talking about you're going to need these guys to step up, but how much longer can you keep running Kodai out or anyone else that's ineffective?
David was pretty clear before the game that performance matters here, and having outings like these are not going to cut it. I'm pretty sure we're going to have decision, but that ain't going to do it. We need better. So they know that, and we're to a point where you got to go out there and earn it. So that's the bottom line.
Tony.
Is Soto going to need any sort of tests tomorrow?
As of right now, that's they haven't said anything to me, but we'll see where we at tomorrow when he wakes up and shows up here at the ballpark, and we'll go from there.
And I know you just got done, but any insight on the next steps for Lindor after?
He came out of feeling good, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the conversation with David here to see if he's a player for us and the trainers as well, and get more details from him. But he came out fine today.
You're talking player potentially tomorrow?
Yes.
Abby.
Maybe it's too early to answer this, but realistically, if you guys decide to take Senga out of the rotation, what options do you have to fill that spot?
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure we're going to have some deep conversations, and we have days. But we need to figure this out quickly.
Jorge in the back.
Carlos, with Francisco, could it be a type of thing where you guys just activate him between the games tomorrow to give him an extra day, to get extra sort of few hours or whatever it may need?
Yes, potentially. Again, he's got to drive back from Lehigh, but we'll see. I mean, I want to get ahead of myself saying that he's going to be active 100% tomorrow, but it's a possibility.
Kodai, that first inning, you just attacked aggressively with the fastball, had success. Why did you get away from it after that?
初回まっすぐ積極的に使っていて、三者凡退で2回からまっすぐが減ったように見えたんですけど、なんで、プランを変えたんでしょうか。まあもちろん先発としてずっとまっすぐだけっていうのもやっぱ難しいですし、この変化球を使うっていうところはもちろん必要ですけど、やっぱり自分のやってきたいい部分が初回に出て、で残りがやっぱり、自分がやってきたことじゃない、悪い部分が出たなっていう、印象の登板だったなと思います。
Yeah, as a starter, it's hard to throw only fastballs throughout the whole outing. I need my other pitches. And in that first inning, it just what I've been working on showed in a positive way. And in the latter innings, what I haven't been working on showed the worst parts.
Carlos was just talking about how you guys are at a point where performance really matters right now, and I was going to have some conversations about what happens next. What are your expectations about what comes next for you and your role on this team?
監督が、シーズン現時点ではやはりパフォーマンスが大事になってくる時期であって、今後どの選手をどのように起用するかというのはまた話し合いだっていうふうにおっしゃってたんですけど、千賀さん自身では、ご自身の今後の役割というかはどのように
なると思いますか？
まあ、それは、僕も今後の話し合いだと思いますし、でも引き続き、しっかりこのリーグで、抑えれるようにということを思いながら過ごすことは変わらないかなと思います。
As Mandy said, it's a discussion to be had. That's their decision, and all I can do is continue to prepare so that I can pitch in this league and continue to get batters out.
It's obviously been a rough stretch, but you have had success in this league in the past. I mean, do you think, given these circumstances, you should continue to pitch in the rotation right now?
ここ最近難しい登板もありながらも、キャリアの中では、いい登板もたくさんあった、千賀さんですけど、ご自身で、ローテーションにいるべきだと思いますか？
今日のポジティブな要素がマウンド上で表現できるなら、いるべきだと思うし、そうじゃなくて、ストライクがなかったのが難しい、そのパフォーマンスだとやっぱり厳しいのは自分でももちろん分かってますし、ただ本当に自分が良くなることを考えるだけで、どこで投げるとかそういうのはもう上の人たちに任せる、コミュニケーション取りながらかなと思います。
Yeah, the first inning version of myself, if I can replicate that over and over again, I think I absolutely do belong in the rotation. However, if I'm struggling to find the strike zone, then it becomes a tougher conversation. And again, that's a decision that Mendy and the front office will make. And again, I'll just continue to do what I can and continue to prepare so that I can, when I do go back out there the next time, I can perform at the highest level possible.
If they suggested going to the minors to work on some things, would that be something you would be open to?
もしチームからマイナーでの調整はいかがですかっていう風な打診があった場合は、それは考慮しますか？
本当にこれから考えることかなと、何にもまだ話してないし、これからかなと。
We haven't talked to anybody about anything yet, so it's everything concerning the future is a conversation to be had.
But when you do start losing the strike zone, at what point does it become psychological a little bit towards the later innings for you?
ゾーンがなかなか見つからないときは、メンタルの部分になってきたりはするんでしょうか？
メンタル、やっぱりストライクゾーンを欲しがるっていう動作が今の僕にとっては、パフォーマンスを落とすことっていうことは分かりつつも、やっぱりそういうふうになってしまうっていうところは、技術なのかメンタルなのか、半々なところはあるかなと思いますけど。
Hard to say, probably 50-50 between it being a psychological, mental thing versus a mechanical, physical performance side. As of right now, when I'm trying to find the strike zone, that's when I'm not able to find the strike zone. When I'm able to throw freely, that's when the pitches are in the strike zone. Whether that's psychological, it's hard to say. Again, maybe 50-50.
What has been your biggest frustration this season?
今シーズン今のところ一番、フラストレーション感じた場面とか。
いや、もうずっと、うまくいってないですし、キャリアの中でもなかなかこういうことはなかったので、怪我ももちろんありましたし、いろいろ難しいシーズンだなと思ってます。
Hard to pinpoint pretty much the entirety of the season. I've obviously, unfortunately, had to go on the injured list. I've never experienced something like this in my career, so it's hard to say one specific point.